Good night. We begin the press conference for Caleb Porter. This is the head coach for New England Revolution team. Please, the same way, raise your hand and you can make the question. If you are the ones to do question in Spanish, the head coach will be answering in English, but I can make the translation for the head coach if they want. So the first one.
Great. Hey, Caleb. Can you talk about playing without Carlos, and then were you surprised that the team played so well offensively, especially without Carlos in the lineup?
Am I surprised? No. We have good players. Obviously, Carlos is a very good player. So you wonder with him out if you're going to create as many chances and score as many goals, so that part I'm very happy with him out of the game. He's a huge chance creator for us. Obviously he's a key in our game model when we play a 4-2-3-1, which is why we opted to change our formation. We had one day to prep, and we thought the 4-3-3 would work well in this game without Carlos. I thought it gave us really good tempo in possession. I thought our speed of play was excellent. Our spacing and kind of rotation was really good, and I was really pleased that we were able to get a clean sheet and score 4 goals.
Hi, Caleb, Rich Thompson, Boston Herald. Just to comment on that collaboration between Jones and Lima. I mean, you 2 outside backs scoring a beauty goal like that.
Yeah, we've talked a lot recently just about our outside backs being more aggressive. They've been a little bit, for me, too tentative, not getting forward enough. And so that's been a point of emphasis. And I thought you saw today we were really aggressive with our outside backs on both sides, and I think it gave them, some problems for sure. And then we played with 2 inverted wingers as well, who could come inside and play between the lines. And then that midfield 3, I thought did a really good job in the buildup of creating advantages, so that we could move the ball up the field. But we beat a very good team today. I know the score line would suggest differently, but they're a good team. They're a good team. I've watched them play a lot, and they're very good with the ball. And I thought the first 10 minutes, they looked dangerous. And obviously the first goal, I think, kind of broke the game open a little bit for us, gave some confidence in life. And for us, it's a great result, especially considering we had 1 prep day and a quick turnaround. And, that's 5 games for us, and we've won 3 of them. And the other 2 league games, we played very well. So I think our guys showed that even though we haven't won in the league, that we're very confident still. And these guys believe in the way we're doing things and the approach that we have.
Caleb, it seemed like tonight, maybe with the midfield 3 or whatever it was, you're able to create a lot of turnovers in midfield, and that led, in the case of the second goal, directly to it. I guess, what did you see from that particular part of the game? Yeah,
I thought we were good in transition today. We knew that would be important because, we're playing a team that does want the ball and they want to be in the front half. And, we saw at times that maybe they could be vulnerable in transition. So, I think we were good in that phase of the game.
And Caleb, just kind of specifically talking about one of the midfield players, can you just kind of talk about Ian Hartz and the impact he was able to make tonight?
Yeah, I thought the midfield 3, found the right balance today. You always want, kind of the right balance of football and kind of ball winning. And I think those 3 guys brought a good balance of those 2 things today. If you're too technical, tactical, then you don't have enough ball winning. And I think if you have too much ball winning and not enough technical tactical, then you don't keep the ball. And I thought we were very good both sides of the ball through there with those 3 guys.
Coach, this is Will from La Teja, Costa Rica, where the first 10 minutes were kind of aggressive from La Liga. What was the change that you as a team, or you feel that what did you change to turn the game over? And my second question will be, what your expectations on going back to Costa Rica?
Yeah, they're a good team, and they space you out and they run some interesting rotations And we saw a few of them on film, so we were ready for them, but then they ran a different one early in the game, and it just took us about 15 minutes to adjust to it. And once we sorted out how to continue to press them, then I thought from there, and even after halftime, when you can, move some magnets and, draw up some more X's and O's a little bit, you hopefully can adjust to some of the things you've seen in the first half. So we were able to, during the game, kind of look at what they're doing and adjust on the fly, and then even more so at halftime.
Marcelo Briones meeting the ball. Thomas Chancalay, he's not playing his right position, but he's keep scoring. What is his performance? Can you tell me about him?
Yeah, I thought he played very well today. Like you said, he's not a number 9, but he is a forward in terms of his mentality. He wants to score. He's never seen a shot he can't make. That's all he wants to do is score. Sometimes to a fault. There were times in the Toronto game where he should have, passed versus shot. But I love his goal scoring mentality, and he's now had a couple games up playing at the 9 because we don't have our starting number 9 in, and then Bobby Wood was out obviously last game. So that was a big part of why we didn't win the game versus Toronto, honestly. We did everything right in that game versus Toronto, but we were kind of missing that guy in the box, to score. So I think he, with a little more time there, looked a little better in this game and had a great game.
Victor Valverde, Channel 13, Costa Rica. What level of soccer do you think Costa Rica has that keeps losing these games and over and over?
Mhm.
And do you remember any player that really got your attention? Do you think a player that was doing great in the game, like to be in the MLS from this game tonight in our Liga Deportiva Alajuelense? Any player that you think is really good for the MLS?
Yeah, so I know the Costa Rican league very well. I mentioned early in the week that we played against Saprissa when I was with the Portland Timbers, and they knocked us out actually. And then we ended up signing a few other players, David Guzman and Roy Miller. And then at Columbus, I signed Luis Diaz. So I think there's very good players in this league, and they're an extremely technical, tactical league. So I think it's a good league with good teams, and they're capable. I mean, it took Philly an extra time goal to advance versus Saprissa. Saprissa gave them all that they could handle, and I think 4 games ago it was 0-0 right against Saprissa, Alajuela. So I just think it wasn't their night tonight. I think we got on top of them with a couple goals and kind of turned it, and it got away from them a little bit. But this next leg is going to be extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at us. They got, in some ways, nothing to lose, and they're just the fans are going to be difficult. I know the environment there, but I have a lot of respect for the Costa Rican players and, the league as a whole. Certainly the national team has shown that with some of their, World Cup appearances.
Thus finish the press conference for the head coach for the New England Revolution. Thank you so much, and good night for all.
Thank you, guys. Take care. See you.